It's windy, but it's not windy because it's fall. It's windy because the winds have shifted into AMD's favor when it comes to just look. You might have noticed that my Intel 109080 Team, whatever they're calling it now, because 10 is higher than 9, so we're going to call it the Intel Core i9-10980XE processor. You might have noticed there was no review on that. You know why? I haven't even taken it out of the box. It's not worth it. Review's over. Roll the ad. NZXT's build is the simplest way to get a gaming PC customized the way you want this holiday season. Choose the games you want to play, set a budget, and let build take care of the rest. The all-new starter, streaming, and creator PCs take the guesswork out of finding a PC that meets your budget and gaming needs, and with a 48-hour turnaround backed with NZXT's 2-year all-in-one warranty and same-day shipping available with Blitz mode, you can start enjoying your new PC right away. To see what NZXT Build can do for you, click the sponsor link in the description below. It says something, and I've said this a million times in the past. It says something when this is how your review samples arrive. As long as I've been working with Intel, that's how they arrived. In fact, that's the way we've always received our Intel review samples. You want proof that there's... Okay, so this is the way they've always arrived. I've always been like, look, when we receive product from AMD, at least when we get packaging with it, it says something. Presentation means something. When the way you present your product also presents your passion and your dedication to that product. And when you receive something, even their Extreme Series processor in a little black cardboard box with Intel, I hate the fact that they say Intel Confidential too, because you know how much I probably just screwed us right now. We're not gonna know which processors those are. That one's Sharpie, 7740, you remember that piece of crap? What is this one here? A 5930K, that thing has definitely seen some so that's just a little rant of mine, the fact that the way they present them to us. The 10980XE is nothing more than a 9980XE with like a little bit different boost clock and stuff, which is the same as a 7980XE. Only 7980XE wasn't soldered, and these are. It's the same 10 nanometer process we've seen now.
10 or 14?
Did I say 10?
You did say 10.
That's right, they rumored 10, and then 10 didn't happen, and then they stayed on 14, where AMD just went like straight to 7 nanometer chiplets. The reason why you didn't see a video from us on this is a couple of reasons. One, it's so petty and annoying when competitors when they will have the exact same embargo day and time. And the reason why that's annoying is when you live on YouTube's algorithm and you live on the way you have to play the stupid game, and like I said about the winds, they really are blowing. Our door will make noise. Sorry, you just have to deal with it. You have to kind of make a choice. Who do you want to launch on that day? Because we don't do same-day launches. We avoid that at all costs because it hurts us when you launch multiple videos on the same day. It may not seem like it hurts us, but it does. And we got to keep the algorithm happy. So we have to make a choice. Who do we want to give the launch day to? Well, it was always going to be AMD for me because AMD announced the launch day first. It really is one of those, like, hey, we called shotgun. We respect shotgun around here. He who calls shotgun gets shotgun. There is no take backsies or any of that crap. So when Intel said, hey, our embargo date is the 25th at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern, I was kind of like, cool story, bro. We're still not gonna be doing our review at the same time. When they then pull it in 6 hours to 12:01 a.m. on the same morning, 6 hours ahead of AMD, we knew exactly what they were doing. The only reason for that has nothing to do with trying to get the videos about this product out before this one. Look, the bottom line was nobody at 12 a.m. was gonna suddenly go online and order this thing. I think most people watching this video at least are smart enough to wait until the reviews show where the value is. And Team Blue, Team Red, of course there's fanboys on both sides where even if this was losing, they're gonna buy it anyway, and even if this is losing, well, it's Intel, Intel's better. There's people that are stuck in their old, archaic, stupid ways of thinking when it comes to fanboyism, that no matter what we say, and no matter what data we provide, you are not gonna believe it, and you're gonna do whatever the hell you want anyways, and it's your money and that's fine. Do what you want, throw it away if you want to. But we knew the only reason the embargo was moved was because it meant in the review of this guy, we could not show the new Threadripper stuff. We could show 3950X stuff, Spoiler alert, 3950X actually beats the 10980 in quite a few multi-threaded applications. That means something. At some point, I'll have to fire this up and actually show you that. But the 3950X is also several $100s cheaper than this guy and 2 cores, 4 threads less than this guy. Showing that the IPC improvements that the 2nd generation Ryzen has, or Zen 2 architecture has actually caught up and surpassed Intel are very, very prevalent and obvious at this point. But the stupid and shady move that Intel made regarding pulling in the embargo so that it couldn't be directly compared to Threadripper in their reviews, which is really a stupid thing to consider, because guess what's going to appear in all the Threadripper reviews, right? Not ours, because like I said, we didn't fire it up. I became so mad at Intel, I didn't even turn it on. Intel has been ripping you off all along. Because how in the hell can they have the same process, the same number of cores, the exact same packaging, no, not the black one, but the actual like chip layout, the actual die, the wafer, everything is exactly the same core, same thread, a little bit better boost clock, same cache, and suddenly it costs 50% less? A reduction from $1,999 to $999, and as of like a few minutes ago I looked and I saw $979? How can you suddenly have the same thing cost half as much? Oh, that's right. Complacency and non-competition in the market have made you comfortable sitting there up top on your little shaky stilts, if you will, and then all it took was a little gust of wind from AMD to completely knock you off your pedestal. And now you're scrambling because you don't know what to do. While you were sitting there on top, Intel's even gone through layoffs in their CPU and in their desktop divisions. In fact, the Intel i9 10980XE is kind of like that viral video from quite a few years back where that girl just gets slapped in the face by the fan.
Hey, Chris! Nice slide.
This is exactly what we have needed. This is what we still need in the GPU division. We need AMD or someone. It's not gonna be Intel. Intel's GPU is not gonna be that competitive. But we need someone to come and do the same thing to NVIDIA, to stick that pacifier in the mouth and just shut them up and let the competition and the price comparison, or the price competition and the performance competition give the market what it needs, which is the best product you can create that's competitive against your competition. And that way, we as consumers will win. But of course, neither Intel nor NVIDIA, or hell, even AMD truly wants that. They want the market share, they want the money. And that's the problem. Intel was there for so long, it got comfortable. AMD came out of nowhere, like the tortoise and the hare discussion, Yeah, that's a discussion. Kids, today we are gonna discuss the fable of the tortoise and the hare, and we are gonna analyze what went wrong. Intel took a nap. And AMD suddenly turned in from a tortoise to a freaking gazelle and just went running past to the point to where even once Intel realized what was happening, they can't catch up because they have nothing, at least now anyway. Even the W3175X, I don't know how it directly compares to the 3rd gen Threadripper stuff, but I can tell you right now, based on the numbers I saw when we were doing our Ice Bucket Challenge stuff with it, it's still at 5 gigahertz overclock, is not able to give us higher scores than what we were getting on a standard water-cooled 3970X from AMD. And that's a $3,000 CPU, $1,000 more than what you just saw us build in Phil's new editing rig. My suggestion to you is this: go with where you feel your money deserves to go. I mean, I can't tell you where to spend your money. That is 100% your choice. It's your money, you earned it, you decide where you're gonna spend it. Even if it doesn't make sense, it's your money. There's a lot of people that it might make sense to go with an Intel rig versus the AMD competition. If you're building just a straight up 100% gaming rig and you don't do video editing and you don't care to try and be an online influencer and live streaming and all that crap, then it might make sense to go with like a 9700K or something like that can clock plenty high. Even the 9900K at its $500 price point, well, I think there was a slight reduction on the standard 9900K where the KS or Keep Spending then slid in at the higher price point. These CPUs are better than all of these high core count CPUs when it comes to game because of IPC and core clock. The world thread is a single thread, usually single thread, sometimes 2 threads, that wants to see the highest clock possible. And then it might make sense there. But all I wanted to do was bring awareness to the shadiness that's kind of taking place in the marketplace right now, where it's more of a marketing battle on Intel's side, where AMD's just like, look, We're just putting our money where our mouth is. Here's our product, enjoy it. I can't wait to see what the 3990X has to offer. So at the end of the day, this was just a talking head piece to kind of bring awareness to look what's happening here. This is actually, consider these like corpses right here. This is a battlefield. That's what it looks like. I just felt like making this piece. And I wasn't gonna launch it on the same day as the Threadripper launch, because I wanted Threadripper to get the attention that I feel like AMD deserves, and I didn't want to dilute any of that with this pettiness that's taken place. And I feel bad because just like with NVIDIA, I've pissed off NVIDIA plenty of times, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with NVIDIA being upset at me. I am just as okay with Intel being upset at me. We don't need the market or the early samples to do our videos. As we've kind of showed with the 3950X, we'll be doing some stuff with this after the fact, which gives us an opportunity to see, do the reviewers actually get hand-picked parts that perform better, or will we get the same performance out of a retail sample? And if Intel decides they want to cut off relationship with us, that'll suck, but at the same time, we'll survive. We started without them, we can continue without them. Same goes for NVIDIA. Because my loyalty will always be to the consumer. It will always be to this viewer, not to some corporate office or some influencing marketing agency or whatever that wants to try and control the message. That's not what we do around here. And at the end of the day, I enjoy the people that I've worked with at these companies, and I think they're great people, and I think I like them a lot, but they are also bound by their particular corporate cultures and stuff that they have to abide by. And I have no idea who makes those decisions over there to do stupid things like launch product 6 hours earlier than initially, a couple of days notice on that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's it. I just kind of wanted to get some of these thoughts out into a video to kind of put some food for thought in your guys' head. It's your money. You spend it where you want. All we can do is sort of present the data and let you guys sort of go from there. But if you haven't seen the build that we did with the 3970X and just the quick, dirty overclocks with desynced memory and just playing with the multiplier and not doing anything really, and the amount of performance we were getting in Cinebench alone, I'm telling you right now, it is freaking exciting. Which means that I've got some thinking to do now on Nebula. Crap.